Hello, welcome to the first Flipping TCG's deck profile. We are in France. Who are you and what have you done this weekend?
I'm Lynn, and I won the Giant Card event on Saturday at the World's side event venue.
Perfect. Show us your deck.
Okay, so I played Yummy with a bunch of breakers. So of course we played all the names at 3. Currently we don't have any of the support, so you just want to max out on these to draw enough names and have enough names to summon with obedience good. Then we have 2 quick play. You need 1 to combo and 1 for follow up, and it's also not the worst. It's not a bad draw technically, so it's not too bad drawing it, so you can play 2 comfortably for follow up and rank game. 1 of each feed spell. I think you need both, especially this one with Draco Tail or going first if your opponent has very good hands. So Fuva losses you, this is very important to get that 1 additional entry. Then we played of course Free Obedience School. The main reason to play this deck, it's just a bomb. It's so good if it resolves. It's also the reason why I played the Breaker version, so you can max out on thrust and ways to get to it. Then I played 3 Engage, 1 Drones and 1 Widow Anchor. This could have been Prosperity as well, I think. I just decided over this because it makes more engages live draws. So if you draw 2 engages, it's really good. Or if you need a way to start, if you need a way to stop something specific rather than force something with drones, grabbing Anchor can be pretty good. You could also play Prosperity in the slot, I think. I didn't search it at the tournament, but I think it's really good to have just as additional utility. It makes Engage stronger as a card, I think. And also if you get Fuva lost, unlike summoning this, if you start with Engage, you can go Engage at this to have an additional interrupt under Fuva loss, because you're not full comboing your opponent anyway. Then we have 1 card by, I think Fuva loss is quite a problem for this deck, and this version doesn't main deck Ash Blossom because it doesn't synergize well with the breakers, but this still gives you a way to stop Fuva loss or other hand traps, but it's also really good going second into most matchups. It can be really strong into the Vanquisher deck if they leave an important piece in grave. You could also use it in the mirror match to stop the Link monster at times and still kill them, because you don't need it to kill, so that's really nice. That's especially good if you have Droplet with it to negate the 1 on field and then try to rebound 1. Then we have the typical breakers, 3 droplets, 3 Thrust with targets, so 1 Talents, 1 Duster. This is really important, I think, in the main deck, because you need outs to draw the back row. You want to force something, force them to use something, and then you want to use this to wipe ever the Quick Play Bounce spell or the Draco Tail cards, the back row, the Bounce Trap, or to wipe the Vanquisher trap. I think it's really important. This I think is the best main deck target because it does something versus every deck in the game. So it's really strong. Even versus Draco Tail, it basically says you can't die. And then we played a bunch of fan traps. These work fairly well with breakers. These you can use as breakers going second if you don't need to throw them at the Raisin, because stopping Raisin is still really good and these do it very well. And versus Yummy you can stop, you can with these stop the end of the spell very reliably to make your breakers stronger. So I think it's a very strong package. Also it doesn't play into Izuna and the Ripper set, so you can do some good stuff with that. Also it's really strong going first, because I think these are the strongest cards going first, hand trap wise, aside from the build.
How many cards in main deck did you
40
play?
cards.
40 cards.
You really want to see your Obedience good, because that's the reason to play the deck, I think, and also the reason why you could consider playing Prosperity. For the sideboard we played 3 Ash. This is really important for going first, of course, and going second versus Vanquisher. You kinda want to transition to a hand trap deck, because if you are able to stop the Vanquisher part of that deck, it really isn't all that good. So we also played 3 draw, so you can hand trap them to smaller boards, maybe prevent them from getting to their trap or something, and then the board also gets very much breakable. We played 2 Ghost, but this is mainly for Draco Tail. You want to side something that's good going first or second versus that deck, because they send you first occasionally. So so you don't want to sight into too many hard breakers like lightning storms. If you would sight more breakers like evenly, that could be problematic. Then we play one duck ruler. This is mainly a target for frost. It comes up occasionally as well in certain matchups. Sometimes they don't want to negate your frost because you might have a second one and they'd rather wait for the talents, and then you search this, it's really powerful. It's especially Ray versus Yami. This is our first target of choice for Mitsurugi, because this was a TCG tournament. They didn't play World Fruits, that's probably important to say. So Mitsurugi was real deck, and this was really strong. And then we played Free Judgment for going first. This was mistaken rest for some time, but this is just more applicable into more matchups. And I think if you get Frivolous, you really want to draw something that does something in every matchup and not sit on that card.
Makes sense a lot.
For the extra deck, we played of course 3 of this, 1 of this. I still like to play the Link Spider because there's some nice combos with Engage on general with enough yummy monsters where you can make Harriet even if you get Nibiru by placing a Croaky. Then we played the Link 2. That's of course really strong. Also for like running or setting back the quick play for follow-ups. Also really good. Like sometimes you just can't kill it, then you can summon this to set back your quick play, and that way you have a reboard. Then we play the SP, of course, to our back row. I still think this card's really strong. It outs Contact C, and also it gives your monsters 80k if your feedback gets banished. And then we played Synchro Monsters, 1 of each of course, the Meta Matcha. This one I think is really strong and really important. It just adds a lot of flexibility and to Herald for endboards. And I think you really need 2 versus Dracote, because sometimes you negate one, you really need the second one to stop them from playing at the end of the day.
Perfect. Congratulations on your results. Do you have any shoutouts?
Yeah, shoutouts to my team, Flipping TCGs. Shoutouts to all the great people who made this a fantastic weekend. To Yuna, who is filming this, made top 8 at Worlds, who had a fantastic performance. To Max, who shared a room with me. To Lea, who supported me during this event. And all the people, all the other Worlds competitors I met who were really nice people. Yeah, I think that's it.
Thank you very much. See you next time.